Darren Rovell with Collect TV here with Collect Spin Burrows to talk about the Paul Skenes debut patch 1 of 1 that he just signed for Topps with the patch that was on him for his major league debut out in the market. And the first offer has come in, and it has come in from the Pittsburgh Pirates, the team and owner that is the least spending of all. Wow. I mean, just think about the fact that Paul Skeens is going to make $800,000 next year, and this offer, if it is right behind home plate, could be more than that. Ben, let's detail the offer. So the offer is 30 years of tickets behind home plate for the Pirates, right? And then a bunch of tour things, a bunch of jerseys. What am I missing out of the whole package?
So there's like a batting practice experience. There's a meet and greet with Paul Skeens. There's a couple of autographed jerseys that get thrown in there. There's like a softball game where you can have 30 people show up. It's pretty robust.
And then like an hour later, Livy Dunn is like, you can sit with me in my suite. Wow, that is a great offer. I think, I think we're in this stage of life where you just assume teams are going to screw you, right? With
Right.
all the ball negotiations. This is not a bad offer, right? Like major league debut patch, the debut patches. I'm thinking about like Kodai Senga, I think sold for maybe like 17 grand. Look, Skeens is in a league of his own. But
Right.
but it seems like they actually got the value potentially right here.
Yeah, I think it'll be pretty comparable. The big thing will come down to the value of the seats. I reached out to the Pirates earlier today. They haven't gotten back to me yet on exactly where the seats are located, but exactly like you've talked about, the value of the seats is really important. If it's a front row behind home plate, potentially 2 million plus dollars, according to some ticket brokers. If it's 20 rows up, maybe it's closer to $200,000. And based on what we've seen Skeens cards sell for previously, I think that really matters because his record so far is $123,000. And this card, I think, is better.
Well, as we're talking right now, the great Ken Golden has, of course, weighed in. Uh, and Ken basically says, and I'm going to paraphrase here, before you look at this offer, I will sell this card for you. I will put your kids through college. I will have leftover money for you, and you can use that to buy a meet and greet with Paul Skeens. So don't expect that this is the end of it. Obviously, we are in this bounty environment where it could be topped. But obviously, I think what the Pirates did that was smart is they have assets, they have things to offer that is not just cash. Now, the question is, does a Pirates fan hold this? Right? That's first of all, there aren't a lot of Pirates fans. So like
Exactly.
n no one, that they're not going to allow the person to sell the 30-year pass. So
Right.
so I think the Pirates now have to hope and pray that it's pulled by a Pirates fan, which I would say is probably unlikely at this point.
Right. That's a really big factor. If it's pulled by a Pirates fan, certainly makes things more interesting. If I'm not a Pirates fan, absolutely. I'm taking this thing to personally, I'm taking this thing to auction as soon as I possibly can. We're going to get Rookie of the Year voting very soon here. I don't think that's really a question. And even if I'm a Pirates fan, I'm probably sitting here thinking 30 years of season tickets could be fun, or it could be 30 years of pain. We really aren't sure.
Well, based on the Pirates' last 30 years, I would
Exactly.
I would go with the latter. All right, my last question for you, Ben, is we are sitting here on November 15th, and the Olympic triple auto still has not been found. How fast does Topps get this into the market? It's like when you're watching a football game and they do a quick handoff to the running back. They gotta slip it into a pack and make sure it's open right away. What do we think about speed here?
I think speed is going to be critical. So there's 251 of these across the whole 2024 Topps Chrome update
You're
suite.
talking about 1 of 1 patches.
Correct, correct.
When does it come out?
So this came out last week. This came out last Wednesday. So the product has already been out. There's been a handful of these rookie debut patches that have already gotten out. But there's 251 total. But Darren, here's the key thing. Some of these are live in packs, and some of them are redemptions. And now Topps is specifically doing this. The cards have been created, but Topps is specifically doing this so that the cards potentially aren't damaged while they're in transit in these packs, in these boxes, getting knocked around, getting pulled. So some of the cards are live, some are going to be redemptions. I think it's safe to assume that Skenes
This is a redemption.
is going to be a redemption. I think the redemption turnaround period will be pretty quick. I don't think it's going to be something people complain about. But as we know, prices can change at auction very, very quickly. Depending on that timeline, I think things can change a ton.
Well, we already saw that, I guess, if you believe Giannis' offer, the Olympic triple auto was $1 million. Now, if it comes out, I mean, we don't even everyone's forgotten about Nuit Nuit.
Right.
So that's that. So we'll see. I think it'll come out faster. Paul Skenes is the man. This is a hell of an offer from the Pirates. They surely haven't offered a free agent this in 20 anything like this in 25 years. So good job, Pirates. Good job. I think if you get a Pirates fan, he's going to take the offer. For Ben Burrows, I'm Darren Rovell with Collect TV.